Hey you guys, welcome back to another... Thanks, birds. Welcome back to another episode of My Favorite Games. I'm taking a look at a Super Nintendo game this time, but just before that, I thought I'd give a little bit of an update. Been working a lot lately, which in turn has, not turned me off from making videos, but it's just like, just part of the reason why I haven't been making videos. I have been picking up a lot of stuff, but I mean, like, most of it's to sell. I mean, I did a big game hunting trip all the way down to Logan, around Beanley, all the local up shops and cashies and pawnbrokers there, and I found a lot of really good stuff, but it was all just stuff to sell. I mean, I bought, like, maybe 3 games for my own collection, and the rest was to sell. And, like, stuff's been selling like crazy. I mean, I've been getting, like, sometimes 3 sales a day. Sometimes only 1, but it's like, it's consistent, you know, and that's good. But, I'll show you one of the pickups I got. I was at the markets, and I was just looking around. I got a couple of PlayStation games, which I'll probably show in the next video, just on a whim. And I also got this from a local reseller. He has a $10 bin of games, and I grabbed this game. This is a Super Famicom copy of Adventure Island, or Super Adventure Island, which is really cool, because a PAL copy of this game is not cheap at all, so to get this for $10 is pretty good. I don't collect Super Famicom, so I will be selling this after I finish it. Not for much, but, you know, for something. And I have finished it, so it was really good. This is a really good game. It's just like the other Adventure Island games, the ones on Nintendo, but it's super. So, like, it's got better graphics, better music, you know, your sprite is bigger, all of that kind of stuff. And it's actually really, really good. It's just a lot of fun. The basic gist, or like gimmick of Adventure Island is you play as this character here, whose name is Higgins, and he runs around in a grass skirt and a trucker's cap, and usually in the game you have to rescue, you know, the princess. I don't know what her name is, but in each game something will kidnap her and you have to go and rescue her, and you do that by running from left to right through a stage, and you usually start on like a beach or something, because that's where you'll be hanging out, and like then your girlfriend will get kidnapped in the game. But then as you're running along, you have a power meter, except it works different from other power meters. This is more like a hunger meter, and along the way you'll find like fruits, and as you pick up fruits, he'll eat them, and then, you know, his like hunger meter will regain its strength. And if the hunger meter gets to 0, you die. Thankfully, like, you do find a lot of food in this game, so it's pretty easy to stay full. And you don't really have like a health bar per se. It's one-hit death unless you're riding like, you get a skateboard that you can ride through some levels, and if you get hit while you're on the skateboard, you'll bounce off, but you won't die. But if you get hit without the skateboard, then, I mean, it's just instant death. Then Higgins is always running, so it's like, if you stop in place, I'll actually do like that, like he'll stand up and down real quick, like he's jogging on the spot, which is kind of cute. It's a fun little thing. But he's supposed to always be running, because like you're supposed to get through levels fast so you don't get hungry and die. You do get weapons. You get 2 weapons in this game. You can get an axe or a boomerang, and the boomerang is just infinitely more useful. I mean, the boomerang, you can throw up, you can throw down, you can throw side to side, you can kind of arc it, and when you throw it, not only goes forward, but also comes back to you, so it's like, you can hit a lot more with it. With the axe, you can just throw it in front of you, that's it, then it arcs down, so it's like, it's not the most useful thing. There's a lot of variety in the stages. You know, it's basically kind of platformer. You go through like a water stage, you go through like a fire stage, like a volcano kind of thing. You go to like a beach in a jungle, and it's separated into like 3 sections, so you'll go through 3 little levels and then 1 boss fight, and you'll each contain a world. Well, that will be each world, so there'll be 3 levels, boss fight, next world, so you'll have that. And the boss fights are pretty easy. They're not as hard as they would be in another level, because it's one-hit death. They're very forgiving with it. It's not one of those games where it's one hit death, and then you go back to like beginning of the level. It's like one hit death, and then like you'll start at like a checkpoint or something. So it's like, unfortunately, if you die at a boss, you won't just start back at the boss. You'll start like earlier on in the level, but it's still okay. It's fine. Like most bosses only take a couple of hits, and you can kill them in well under a minute. You just have to know what you're doing. Like each boss will have a weak point. For the first boss, you have to hit him in the eye. For the second boss, like you have to hit him at the point of the head, like his scalp, I guess. So, like the final boss, you have to hit like like the top of his head and stuff like that. It's like it's fairly easy, but because it's one hit death, it's made kind of difficult. But you get the hang of it. And it's not a super hard game. You will die constantly, but that's just because of the one-hit deaths. I'm saying that a lot, but it's a big part of the game, it's a big feature. Music is really, really good. I cannot recommend the music enough. It's the kind of one, like, you download and listen to it. I mean, I'm going to have music from the game playing throughout this video, so hope you guys enjoyed that, and yeah, I mean, what's there really to say? It's a basic kind of platformer, go left or right, save the princess, you win the day, you know, all of that stuff. So yeah, check it out. Super Adventure Island. Alright, it's been another one of my favorite games. Sigma House bidding you farewell. Have a good one.
And that's all, folks.